go, kids. It's time that we got you all to log in on your own. And so to do that, I wrote a little program. I myself wrote it. I'm a hacker. It's called Password Practice. You're going to find it right here. So when you want to run it, log in lab 123 like you already do, and you probably are by now if you're watching this video, and go here and launch this program. Now, some of you might be watching this. I should probably do this. You might be watching this and you might have this window open. You know, this might be in your way or something like that. All you got to do is just go up here. Whenever you want to close this browser, this is the browser, all you got to do is go up here and close X. So don't do that now. If you do it now, you're going to close the browser that you're watching this video and you won't know what to do later. So don't do it now. But remember, if you want to get this out of the way, just close it right there. Okay. Once it's closed, don't forget that. Once it's closed, just double click here. We know how to double click, click, click. Now, when you double click, it might seem like nothing's happening, but something's happening. You'll know if that little black window pops up, and this should pop up. It might take a little bit longer than that did, but this pops up. Now, what are we doing here? We are practicing logging in. I know you can do this. You'll see that here it says name. Now, normally when you log in, you would use lab as the name because you log in lab 123. So the name, though, you're going to use is right here. These are some random names that I put in, some random passwords that I've generated. They're not real login names or real passwords, but they work for this program. And you just have to type this one in. You click in here, and where it says name, you type in right here what it says. And so right here, what it says is Susanna Myers. You don't even need to know what it says. You just need to type it in. So to type it in, you just type in what you see. See right there, Susanna Myers. I've typed it in for you. And then you need to type in the password. Right here's the password. Oh, well, now what's going on when I'm typing is coming up all asterisks. Well, if you remember, when you do the password, which is normally 123 when you log in, you can't see it either. And what can you do whenever you log in? You click and hold with the mouse. You click and hold the eyeball. And now you can see, does it look right? So does that look right? Looks right to me. Don't forget that sometimes it needs to be a capital letter. Now, you've all been doing Keyboard Climber, so you know about capital letters and how to make them. So if you need to use a capital, make sure you do. Oh, there's something else. I'll show you how to make the dot in a second. But when you think you've got it right, click the arrow. Look, and it says great. These aren't red. This says great, so it means you did a good job. So click OK. The next one. So yeah, notice there's no space between the first and last name. There's a dot. So when you put in the dot is right down here on your keyboard. I'm going to put a picture right now of where it is on your keyboard. It's right there in the keyboard, and you press the period. It's down there by the space bar. You tap it, and look, there it is. And this time I'm going to make a mistake on purpose. Let's see if you can figure out what the mistake is I made. And then I click down here. I can't click the arrow yet because I haven't typed in the password. And I'm going to make a mistake down here. Let's see if you can see what it is. There we go. I'll do that mistake. Okay. Let's see if you can figure out what two mistakes I made. So I click. Oh, and now there's some red over here. This is red, this is red, this is red. This tells you that there's something wrong here and there's something wrong here. So let's take a look up here what I did wrong. Ruth Gonzalez. Ruth, R-U-T-H dot G-O. Oh, I forgot the O. So click in there wherever you want to. If you can click right there, that's great. But if you click someplace else, you can always use the left and right arrow keys. Use the left and right arrow keys. I'll put a picture of that up too. It's on your keyboard. And go exactly where you need to be and hit the O. And then let's figure out what I did right here. I don't know if you can read this. You're only in first grade. It's okay. You're not a great reader. But it said password does not have the right amount of numbers. Oh, all the passwords have numbers. Did I forget the numbers? I forgot the numbers. So you click down here. And here's a little secret. You can click this eyeball and still type. So I press and hold the eyeball, and I still type. And now let's give it a shot. Well, the name is correct. It's not red anymore, but I still made a mistake with the password. It just says password incorrect. And we know it doesn't have anything to do with numbers because it's not talking about numbers. So my number's right. Let's press and hold it again. H-A-P-P-P. Oh, 3 P's. I don't need 3 P's. Here's a cool way to correct it. Click in here. You can press and hold the eyeball. Look. And then use those arrow keys like I had before. Still pressing and holding on the eyeball with one hand. On the other hand, I'm using the arrow keys. And I'm going back so I can backspace the bad character. Backspace. And now let's see. I got it correct. Great. Now look what it says here. You've done 2 out of 6. All you need to do is get 6 right. Once you get 6 right, you're ready to move on to the next thing. And you won't have to do this program anymore because you'll be now putting in your own password and doing all sorts of cool, your own password things. Give it a try. Get to work. Go ahead and close the browser. I'll remind you now you can do it. So you're watching this video. You can click right on this X. You can go ahead and click this X right now and the whole browser will go away. Bye-bye.